Hey guys, Amir Bajwa here, and in this video I want to show you how you can send and write better cold emails than 99% of people out there. And the goal of this video is to show you how you can target companies based on their interest, based on their intent, and how you can leverage certain data points which other people don't really take the effort to get access to, and they don't use it in their outreach, which is why they get below average or worse results. So in this video, I will give you like a complete end-to-end system which you can use for your own use case, and you can basically mold it based on your own particular service or product or whatever you're selling, and change it based on your own requirements. And I've made some amazing use cases for this video, and I know you guys would love it. So without wasting any more time, let's dive right into it and let's show you guys what I've prepared for you. So first things first, this entire campaign that I'm about to tell you guys is built inside a software called Clay, and you might have already heard of it. You might not have heard of it. So Clay is a complete game changer if you're doing anything outbound, you're sending cold emails or anything like that. So it's like an entire Google sheet on steroids. It can leverage hundreds of data points. You can use AI, and I've been using it for quite a while now, and I know how powerful this tool can be. But the first thing you need to do is, if you use my referral link, by the way, this is my referral link, you will get 3,000 free credits when you sign up. When you sign up for a paid plan. Now, quickly want to show you the paid plans so you can see. So you want to get the basic plan, at least in the starting. If you want, you can even get the 350 10,000 credit. This is much greater, and you can use a lot of, and if you want to get the $800 per month plan, you can also do that, which is 50,000 credit. But if you're just starting out, you can even start with the $150 or the $230 plan. And if you use my referral link, which is my link, so you will get 3,000 extra credits when you sign up for a paid plan. So this is the first thing done, right? So when you log into Clay, you will see something like this, and it'll be completely empty. And the first thing you can do is you can hit on a new table, and you can get all the details you want from LinkedIn or any stuff like that. And the main data provider for most of the tools out there is basically LinkedIn. So you can even get companies from LinkedIn. You can find jobs from LinkedIn, and I've made an amazing model, especially using this use case, like jobs and stuff like that, and really cool, which I'll just share. And you can find people from LinkedIn, and you can do all the crazy stuff. And the best part is, I've made an entire model already for you guys. So you can simply, like, this is an entire model that is prepared. So you simply, I will give you a link, and you can copy it, and you will get inside your Clay account. And you simply need to import, like you can import, and you can import company details, you can import job details, and you can find the decision makers of those companies and stuff like that, which I'll quickly show you. So you will have, like, you don't have to do all the heavy lifting that I've done here. Of course, you can make changes, but I'll just quickly share with you guys. So now, what is the goal? Quickly, just want to quickly run over these details. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to differentiate ourselves from 99% of cold emailers out there. We're trying to target companies or people based on what they're looking for actively, probably, or if not actively, what is their intent right now, or what is the interest. So there are a few things I've laid out, and there are like unlimited amount of things which you can leverage. It could be if the company has received a recent funding, if they have a senior leadership hire, if they've opened up a new office, if they're hiring aggressively, and all those details. So what we're trying to keep it extremely simple. Is we're trying to find companies that have posted a job on LinkedIn and pitching them our service. And the reason why I'm starting with this is, let's say you're selling a service, a high ticket service, and that is relevant to the job they've posted. So I'm also going to open up my table that I was working on, which is the entire table I'm sharing with you guys. So let's say you can import jobs here. Let's say they were hiring for a demand generation manager, or they were hiring for a sales development rep, or a business development rep, or an account executive, or let's say a content specialist, or media buyer. Let's say I haven't done media buyer or content right now, but I'm just telling you. So you can basically pull all the details of the company, and I'll walk you through the entire table, and it's pretty awesome. And you can write a specific copy leveraging what they were looking from, what they were looking for in the candidate, or what they are looking to achieve out of the job post that they've posted, and you can write a specific copy based on that. Isn't that pretty cool? Apart from that, what we're also going to do is we have some creative marketing ideas, and I've learned this from a guy called Eric. I don't even know how to pronounce his second name, so I won't even try. But he's an amazing like outbound specialist, and I've learned it from him. We can basically even write creative marketing ideas or outbound ideas or any ideas whatsoever based on what the company does, what the company provides. And I'll just quickly walk you through it. And the third thing, which is pretty awesome, and it's going to be amazing for, let's say, SaaS products. If you have like a SaaS product, if you even have like a service, and you can even change it inside here. So what you can do is you can write how they can use your particular product, how a certain company can use your particular product, and how your particular product can help them, or how your SaaS solution can essentially help them save time, make more money, save more money, help them get to their goals faster, whatever. So I've made it in the entire thing inside Clay for you. So you just have to input your business details. So let's quickly go over what we have. And so the first thing I've did is, let me put myself in the corner here, is what you can even do is you can find companies here. So let's say software companies, or IT companies, IT consulting, like whatever you want, and you can input the details. Or if you want to be more fancy, let's say, you can target jobs that they've posted online. So let's say they've posted a job for sales development rep, right? Or they've posted a job for demand generation. Let's say if you're running an outbound agency. And you can input all these details. You can choose a location, which is going to be, let's say, US. You can choose a job type, let's say full-time, part-time, contract. You can all do that. And you can remove, you don't have to click on this, because otherwise they would have like a staffing agency or stuff like that. And I've made it inside Clay where we can remove those, and you can input like 20 if you're just testing out. And you can remove the titles like junior, intern, stuff like that. And you can even put in job description titles. So let's say if they are looking for a certain skill or stuff like that. So what I've done already is I've imported jobs of demand generation managers or demand generation kind of any role that they were hiring just for this video. And we can do anything, by the way. And I've imported that in here. Now what I'm trying to do is, because I was actually working with a recruitment agency, so I thought it would be a great idea, is what we are trying to do is we are trying to get past the decision, not the decision maker, but we're trying to get past the gatekeeper to the decision maker. So what we're trying to do is we are trying to remove the recruiter from the equation, right? So what we can simply do is we have the person who posted this job, and we can see who that person is, and I've added it here, their LinkedIn profile. And once I've added the LinkedIn profile, I can also add a column which says their title, their headline, and if they have anything that is related to talent or recruitment or any words like that, and I can even show you I've made like an entire thing here. So let's say if they have anything related to if they have anything related to recruiter, sourcer, recruitment, headhunter, talent, we can simply remove those people. And this is an amazing use case for recruitment agencies, by the way, as well as. Apart from, let's say, if you're trying to reach out to a company who you don't want to have a certain job title. So instead of recruiter, you can remove any certain job title. Let's say they don't have a VP of sales. Let's say they don't have like a entire sales team ready. They've just started. So you can even find out if they have a certain job title, and you can pitch that service if they don't have that, right? So let's say what we've done is we found the recruiter. We've checked their title, the headline. If they are a recruiter, the person who posted the job, then we will essentially remove that person. So we will remove that company, so we won't reach out to them for this particular scenario, and we can change that. Now, this was automatically populated, and we just had to click on add columns. So we have the company name, right? We have the company name, we have the job title. We also have when did they post this job. So we can put in like 14 days ago, 7 days ago, 10 days ago, 1 week ago, whatever we want. And we have all these details that we've gotten from this column. So we are not essentially using a lot of credits. So we have all these details from just one kind of enrichment. So once we have, and you can also see we can even normalize the company name, so we can remove the incorporated and all this stuff, and you can see like I've done normalize company name to only contain uppercase letters and all these details, which is pretty easy to do. But then what we've done is something really awesome, is we can enrich the entire company name, the entire company. So we can enrich the company. So what we can get is the entire thing, and what you see in the column is what I wanted to add. So let's say if I wanted to add if they are privately held or not, if they are founded, when they are founded. So I can add that as a column and it'll be added. But since I don't want to add that, like I don't need it in front of me, I can simply delete it. And if I want to leverage this data point, I can even leverage it inside here. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to target companies who are less than 1,000 employees. So let's say these companies that you see, they have like 400 employees, 3,000 employees. So what I can do here is I've made like a formula here which says do not create output if the number in this column, which is employee count, is more than 1,000, because only the numbers are mentioned. And let's say you're targeting companies from 25 to 100, you can write something like that. Do not include any, let's say do not include if the number is more than 100 or less than 20, or you can say something like this. So now I have a company that has less than, let's say, 1,000 employees, that doesn't have a recruiter or the gatekeeper who I want to get passed to. And now my second kind of filter was I only wanted to target software companies. And I know if you were to just click on import and find companies, you could have done all these things. But when we are leveraging like a method like this, where we are trying to find companies who have posted a job, who are actively looking to fill in a position, then we have to do it afterwards. And what the goal is, so we can sell our service. Let's say they're looking for a demand generation manager, so we can sell demand generation as a service. They're looking for a content specialist, so we can sell content as a service. We can try. They're looking for XYZ, so we can sell that, and it's going to be really, really awesome. I'm also going to cover some other details. So, but what we're doing here is we've removed the companies that are not software. So let's say I only wanted to target software companies. So what I've added here is I've added a formula which says only include output if it is software, IT service and IT consulting, technology information, information service, and we can even look computer network, whatever you want to target, whatever industry you want to target. So now it has, as you can see, it has removed the staffing and recruitment, it has removed the computer, and it has removed accounting, right? And we have the company description, and we have this. Now, what I've done is, since I also wanted to get past all the gatekeepers that they have in place, let's say, and right now I've made this table originally for a recruitment agency that I was working with. So this is why you are seeing all these details. But let's say you are trying to get past some other kind of job titles. You don't want to reach out to those people, so you can add that here. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to find all recruiters inside this company and trying to see if they have any recruiter with this, like talent acquisition manager, technical recruiter, stuff like that. So I can remove those. So I don't target this company. And it could be a different job title for you. Let's say if they already have a content manager in place, which means they're running their content team. So probably you don't want to target if you're selling content. Or let's say they have like 5 sales rep. Let's say if instead of this, I search in like sales development, sales rep, and they have an entire sales team. So you can see 10 sales reps. So you don't want to sell something related to a sales kind of service or lead generation, stuff like that. So you can essentially input it here, and it will change. Instead of recruiter, you will say like sales rep found or content stuff. If they have it, then it won't go through to the next step. And I've already made it in a way it won't go through, so we don't waste our credit. Now, let's say they don't have it. They don't have a recruiter. Now, this is the company I want to talk to, right? So they are a software company. They're under 1,000 employees. They're looking for my kind of service, which I'm selling, and they don't even have a gatekeeper in place. So this is it checks all the boxes. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find the people who I want to reach out to. These are the people who I want to send emails to. So what I've did here is I've simply, and all these things I'm doing, you simply click on enrich and you just write it down. Find contacts at company, and it'll give you this. So find contacts at company. So I've did exactly this here. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find certain decision makers that I want to reach out to. So let's say I'm trying to reach out to the VP of sales, SVP of sales, founder director, head of revenue, and all these. And you can even include, you can even remove certain job titles. You can even select the location. You can exclude locations, headline, whatever you want to do, you can do that. It's pretty awesome what you can do. So apart from this, so let's say we have the decision maker now. Now what we'll do is it automatically, we can add whatever details we want. So let's say we have the title, you can see here, the first name. We can even add the past companies that they work with. If you want to leverage that data point, we can check the education. We can check the number of connections, the jobs that they've probably posted or they had, and whatever details you want to leverage to use in our copy, in our outbound message, we can include that. But now what I've done is simply, once I found their first name, their title, their LinkedIn profile, I can simply find their email. And it's extremely simple. I just clicked on enrich data, and I use this enrichment, which is find contacts at company. It was, sorry, work email. And I use this waterfall enrichment. So the waterfall enrichment is basically, it'll basically go through the next step if it doesn't found it through a certain data provider. So these are all data providers, as you can see, like it is probably Clay. I forgot the provider name, but this is the another one, and this is Hunter, this is Prospio, I guess. So it found the email already for this kind of person, right? So we will then go to the next step. So it found the work email, and we can even validate it. So you can even add it in this waterfall. And the reason why I didn't want to waste in my credits. That's why I haven't included, hey, also find a validated. But most of the times this is like a validated work email usually. But you can also add like a debounce enrichment here, which I'll also enrich. So what you can do is debounce. So we are validating the work email. So as you can see, like validate email. But like I would suggest you can do it outside of Clay. You don't want to waste credits like this because you only have a limited number of credits. So once you have that, then you can validate it using your own like validation tool. Let's say Million Verifier or whatever you. Now this is kind of the crazy stuff. Like this is what I've been waiting for, and the reason why I showed you this is so you understand the barriers that we had to go through. So let's say we only want to target software under 100 or 1,000 employees. They don't have a recruiter. They don't have a certain, let's say, service. They don't have a sales team. If you want to include that, they don't have a content specialist, whatever. Now what we're trying to do is we're trying to pull in the exact job requirements, right? And how I did it is I'll show you. I'm using Claygent. Claygent is like Clay's Clay's in-house tool or something, which goes out into the internet and it searches certain URLs for you and could grab the entire detail, summarize it for you. And you can use Clay's API and you can use own API key. So what I'm telling it is analyze this URL of this job listing. So what it's going to do is it's going to find out like what was the requirement of the job. What is the exact requirement that this company is looking for? So what we're trying to do is analyze it and determine the key requirements that the company is looking for using this linkedin.com/job. So this is the job URL, and just return the key requirements. You'll see how amazing it is. And it found the exact results. So this is the results that we were looking for. So 4 years plus experience in demand generation, B2B technology, SaaS industry, proficiency in marketing automation. So now we even know what the company is looking for. In short, like in a summary. Of course, the company would have like a probably 5,000 word job requirement, but it would only find the main key requirements based on the company. As you can see, they need someone with Salesforce, Google Ads, LinkedIn advertising, all these exceptional skills. And now we're going to do something more crazy. What we'll do is we'll use this requirement and we'll write a copy based off of that. So I'm going to give you certain, let's say, use cases. So let's say you are a recruitment agency. So it would also be relevant for that. So let's say you can say like, hey, John, whoever the decision maker is, saw that the company name, Centilink, is hiring for a demand generation manager. And after reading the job description, it seems like you want the candidate to have 4 years of experience, demand gen, B2B SaaS, skills in marketing, all this stuff, right? You can differentiate yourself by doing that. Or instead of that, what you can also do is you can first say that, and then you can pitch in you can have your call, you can have your offer which says we specialize in exactly this. We have like in total we have 2 decades of experience among our team, and we specialize in all these things that you've mentioned. This is just an idea, and you can change it. I'm just going to run through what I've said. So what I've trained the AI to do here is I'm telling it like make this job requirement short, even shorter than what Claygent found here. Keep the entire output under 30 words, and the goal is that this requirement should fit in a cold email that looks like this. And I'm telling it like start each output with this prefix. Hey John, saw that company is hiring for a demand generation manager, and after reading the job description, it seemed like we want the candidate to have this. You can change it however you want to change it. So you can even write like, hey John, saw that the company name is hiring for this, and you want the candidate to have these things, and you can say like we offer this exact service and we can help you solve this exact problem. Would you be willing to hop on a call, or things like that? I'm just talking right now, but what I'm trying to tell you is like you can change it, you can mold it based on whatever you want. Now something really awesome apart from this, I've added all these ideas so you can use those as soon as possible. You can change it. The next thing we can do, this is another idea. So this is first idea, this is the second idea, or we can even use it, let's say the first part of the email or the second part of the email right now. So what we are telling it is we are telling AI to find outbound marketing ideas based on the company name's summary, that's a LinkedIn summary, and even we can use the job requirements, right? So now we are going to give it even ideas like how we can solve this problem. Right now, I'm just going to read through so you understand what I'm saying. So what we're telling it is using this input, create 3 bullet points of unique outbound marketing ideas for company name. This is the input, and we're giving it the input, which is the LinkedIn company description. Now, we're also telling it like company name also requires these kind of requirements, which is the job requirements. And you are totally free to remove this if you want, but we are just telling it like, so it also inputs like how we can solve these job requirements also if they hire us. This is the goal for this. So make sure to include these skills while showcasing how these skills would be utilized while doing outbound marketing. And you can change it. Probably I made a grammar mistake, but it took me a couple of hours. But be specific and give unique advice. Keep each bullet point under 15 words, and take an extra moment to think of good marketing strategies that they may not have thought of, and have a high degree of success. And just have to give credit where it's due. I've learned this from Eric, and he runs the entire thing for Clay, I think. So this is he's pretty awesome in this. And I've also given it like a tone. So your tone should be, your job is to start conversations with key decision makers using cold email. Don't come off as salesy, and you speak in a very friendly tone. And I've even given it examples. So you can even give it examples, and you can use the way it is. So now you can see like the how good the response is. So AI came up with these ideas. So the idea is we can partner up with fintech influencers for webinars on fraud prevention. This is a fraud prevention company leveraging CRM for direct follow-up. So let's say we are talking about how we also fulfill this job requirement, and how we'll solve your company's like what your company does, and how we can get you more business using our outbound marketing ideas. Create custom full fraud trend reports for target industries using analytics for personalized distribution. Develop an interactive AI-driven fraud risk assessment tool on the platform, market it through targeted email campaigns. And you know how powerful this is, and it's doing amazing work. Now, we can change it however you want to change it. You can play around with it and stuff like that. And the last thing is I've done, and this is going to probably blow you away, how powerful this is. I've also learned this from an event that Clay did almost a few days ago, and one person explained extremely well, but I've made some changes to make it more better. Now, what we are doing here is this thing. So we've already covered finding companies based on the jobs they've posted, relevant to what we are selling, and we get past the recruiter and we sell our service. The second we've covered is creative marketing, outbound ideas, whatever you want to do. You can even do this for content. So how you can leverage the YouTube content, how you can leverage their LinkedIn content, put it on YouTube, whatever you're selling, SEO, whatever, or our product. Now, this is especially for, let's say, SaaS, or let's say if you have like a technical product, it applies to everything, but I've made this specifically for SaaS in my mind. If you're selling like a SaaS solution or a product, what we're trying to do here is we'll tell Clayagent to go to their to firstly read our website or whatever solution we are selling. So read the entire thing, what we are selling, and then go to the competitors or go to the prospect's website, read what they are doing and how they can use our solution in their kind of business. That's what you're trying to do. It's pretty crazy. So now I'm just going to read through firstly this. So this is a creative idea based on a particular company and how they can use our software in their company. And we feed the AI with examples of how our solutions can help their company in XYZ. Now, I'm just going to run through so you understand how powerful this is. And I'm also going to give you show you what it came up with. So let's get started. So visit the company name, which is our company. And instead of this, you can also do like read or understand, and you can give all the details. So my company does this, and what is your whatever's your offer. But here I just like visit this company page where all the details are mentioned, and I've used clay.com as an example, and read through all the benefits of the product and clearly understand how this product can benefit company name, right? So firstly, understand what we are offering and how it can benefit company name, and then visit company name's LinkedIn page and come up with the ways the product mentioned above, which is us, our product, can benefit company name, and make sure this is specific to each company and relevant to what company name actually does. Now we're telling it that be specific to each company's use case. So you cannot give the same examples again and again. And now what we're telling it is be specific and give unique advice. Keep the output under 50 words. You can change it however you want to, 30 words, 60 words, or you can even do it in, let's say, bullet points. And think of good strategies that they may not have thought of and have a higher degree of success. Make sure the output reflects what the products mentioned above can actually do for the company. So it's exactly what our product can do for the company, and it's pretty mind-blowing what AI can do these days. And start with and all these things, and start with a prefix, and we can even use a prefix. So let's say start with using Clay, you can do, and then it'll go after that. It'll complete the rest of the thing. So here I use like start with a prefix using Clay, company name can, and I've just let it be. And I haven't even trained it because you cannot train the Clayagent, but once it gives the output, then you can train it. So you can run it again through an AI like kind of thing, which I'll just quickly show you. So if you want to run it, you can just do AI, and you can then write entire prompt, and you can use, let's say, and I'll also give, so you can use this, you can use the result, and then you can change it again and again, and then it'll basically put it exactly however you want to put it. Cancel. Now I'll just quickly want to show you how what it did. So now what it did was it gave me exactly what Clay can do for their company. So let's say it said using Clay, prefix is the company name, prefix can enhance modern workflow orchestration with AI powered ACME super optimizer 9000, whatever that is, for their probably company, boosting productivity by 200% and cutting costs by 30% for prefix services. Additionally, it can streamline data integration and lead generation for prefix operations, right? And let's run it again for a different kind of company. Okay, and as you can see, here it says like using Clay, Sentinel, which is the fraud prevention company, can leverage AI for sales prospecting to increase response rates, save time on emails, personalized messaging to prevent fraud at account application. Like it can even do that. And when you have a very specific kind of niche that you're targeting, and you know which niche you're targeting, then you can even train the AI model again and again, so it gives exactly the kind of responses that you want to give it to. So exactly, like this is pretty awesome. This is also pretty awesome. So let's say this outbound marketing idea was like partner with SaaS and e-commerce platforms for joint webinars, showcasing automation benefits, leverage case studies and cold emails to showcase results, initiate a referral program, and it's pretty awesome like what we can do. Okay, and also this was for like this is for the exact like we're just mentioning like, hey, I saw your post. So it says like, hey, Stephen, saw that customer.io, which is a company name, is hiring for a demand generation manager. And after reading the job description, it seems like you want the candidate to have GTM strategy expertise, partnership skills, revenue growth experience, and demand generation program development ability. And then when you pitch something and they know that you've done your research, you know what their product is, how you will get amazing responses. So I think this is it for this video. What I will do, what you simply need to do is you can simply copy this template. Once you have like a paid Clay account, once you've signed up, then you can simply copy this entire template. And once you copy it, I'll also show you how it will look like. So it'll look like this. Then you simply, it'll exactly look like this. And you can change whatever changes you need to make it. This is the entire template that I just walked you through. Simply what you need to do is click on import and import whatever you want. You want to import jobs, you want to import companies. As I explained, you want to import, let's say, content, specialist, whatever you want to do. You want to do companies, you can include direct companies. And with companies, if you do, you can have more filters from the get-go. So then you don't have to do a lot of filtering, which I did. But here we don't really have access to an intent that they have, right? Even from like at least from here. And apart from this, you can even directly pull in people. Where's the people? I think we have to do it after we've so once you put in the companies, then you can pull in the people. So there's a lot of stuff which you can do here. And I will give you this document inside my school community, which you'll find in the YouTube description. So you'll simply see this when you click on the school link. You'll simply see this. You'll also have a question. It'll ask you for a name and probably 1 or 2 questions which you can answer, and then you'll get access to this. So where I'll add it is if you go to classroom and open, this is where I'll add it. Here probably I'll make an entire classroom for Clay or something where you can access the entire resources here. As you can see, a resource here, so you can resource the entire thing, access to the resource here. And if you need one-on-one help where I can build an entire thing exactly like this for you, I can help you with outbound marketing, let's say cold email, LinkedIn prospecting. We can build an entire offer around that, refine the offer, or just you need help with reaching some certain key decision makers, getting leads in, qualified leads in, getting more clients in. Then you can book in a one-on-one call. You can find a link, probably you can send me a DM and you'll find the details in the YouTube description. Or you can directly book in using my Calendly, which probably I'll send it to you once you send me a DM, or once you join my school community, you'll find a Calendly there. And if you're serious, and if you're really wanting to implement something like this where you need leads, and you're going after B2B, then go ahead and reach out to me, and I'd love to see if there's a fit and if I can help you out. And this is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, I loved making it. I loved how it turned out and how we can mold it. So thank you so much, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.